All right, so I want to go over real quick today the 45-degree back extension, one of the ways that we train lower back. If you notice in our gym, everything we have is here for a reason. We use everything. We don't have enough space to waste on things that we don't use or that are useless. This is a very simple machine, or it's not really a machine, I guess we call it an apparatus, but it's a 45-degree back extension. It's very safe, very easy to do. And we use it a lot because the lower back needs to build up the lower back, it needs a lot of volume. So the muscles down there are like ropes, basically, all entangled together. There's a lot of connective tissue where it attaches down the back of your spine. So it needs a lot of volume to get blood there. Just doing sets of low reps on the lower back isn't going to be enough to really develop the lower back to the point where it needs to be. So we start athletes and people or members in general, every time someone comes in from 8 years old all the way up to the oldest people we have, basically everybody does some sort of back extensions. Now, there's a lot of ways you could do this. It's very simple. The normal back extension is very simple. You basically bend over and come up. Now, you could do this with bent knees, straight legs, rounded back, flat back. There's all different ways to do this, one leg, two legs. We typically shoot for 25 to 30 reps, work up to, if they come in, they might only be able to do 8 to 10 reps, and their backs are like, oh my God, it's on fire. So we say do 10 reps today. Next time you come in, we try to get a couple more. So we try to keep building to get to 25, 30 reps of body weight per set, maybe 3 or 4 sets. After they're able to do that, we add weight. So we might go 10 pounds, 25 pounds, 35 pounds, 45 pounds, 100-pound plate, barbell on your back, sandbag on your back, dumbbells in your hands. So there's a lot of different ways we could progress this. Another way, this also works the hamstrings and glutes a little bit. It's not just lower back, so it's all posterior chain, but it's got a more direct, it hits the lower back more directly than it does the hamstrings and glutes, in my opinion. So we might do this like single-legged with your toe, with your heel elevated, like this, and now we're going to get a lot more hamstring development in there. We might do them fast down and then slow up. You can go slow down and slow up. We could do it with dumbbells where we do rows with it. We could do isometric row and up, alternating rows. So there's a lot of different ways you can work this. You can do it statically, obviously, just holding yourself up there and doing things. But this is a very easy way, very simple and effective way we train the lower back. From there, we typically go to I'm not going to go over today, but that's the horizontal back extension behind me. And then obviously we have the reverse hyper. But it's important that you have a way to easily, safely, effectively train the lower back. It's something that gets injured a lot on people when they don't train it. And usually what they do is I have a bad back, and they just completely avoid, everyone that comes in says I have a bad back, and they completely avoid lower back training altogether. That's the wrong thing to do. Your lower back is usually that link in the chain that is weak, and it's the first thing to give out. It's got to become strong.